Hello, my name is Shubham Kothe, and today I built the repo lens using Google Gemini CLI. So it's the AI agent which leverages the Gemini CLI and it acts as a smart software developer. It analyzes the GitHub repo provided and it it can perform the different capabilities like building a test cases, analyzing code quality, and suggesting code enhancement, and providing the whole architecture of the repo. So this is the high-level architecture of the repo lens. So firstly, user will interact with the ADK web interface, and ADK web interface will directly pass down the data flow to the ADK agent layer. The root agent is the Gemini 2.5 Pro. It receives the user request. It determines which tool to use and then it performs the execution of the different orchestrator logic. So firstly, suppose user entered, okay, I have this GitHub repo and can you generate some unit test for this specific GitHub repo? Then it will be passed down to the ADK agent. It will decide, it will pass down to the tool execution layer and tool execution layer will decide what to do. So firstly, it will accept the repo name and from the URL, and if repo exists in temp, and if it is not exist in temporary cache, then it will clone the repo like in cell or memory optimized way, and then it execute the Gemini CLI with the task. Okay, so we clone this specific repo. Now can Gemini CLI perform the specific given task by the user, and after it will return the result. So here git clone Gemini CLI and then it will be stored into temp in our cache mechanism. The clone repo will be stored. So these are the three sections will be performed by the tool execution layer and then result will be returned to the user. So this is the high live demo. So I pass down to my agent. Can you generate unit test for this specific repo? So I have this personal project distributed task queue, and then Gemini C. It was passed down to Gemini CLI. It cloned the repo and then it performed the unit test. So okay, it created a unit test here. Uh, three like test config.cpp, test logger.cpp, and test task.cpp. It created three separate testing files for the configuration logger and test task. Then I ask, can you analyze the architecture of given repo and create a detailed component diagram description? So yeah, it created a system architecture overview. It created component diagram, and in overview, it analyzed whole code repo, and it is telling it is a distributed task queue with centralized server acting as a broker between clients and workers. And then it provided the content diagram, component diagram, and then this is the component description, like what is the server? Server is a central coordinator of the system. It is a multi-threaded application that listen to incoming connection from clients and workers. And second component is client. It, it is a task producer and the worker. It is a task consumer. And there is a network, which is an exception layer, provides the simple message-based interface over raw TCP sockets. And then we have a task queue. A threads a queue on a server that holds pending task objects. Then we have task, the serializable data object that represent unit of work. We have logger and we have config. So this is how a repo lens acts as a software developer, which can perform any process of software development life cycle on any given GitHub repo. So this was my project. Thank you.